match which was played in Visakhapatnam, and the conversation around the third test match has already started. But there was one point in this test match which, truth be told, has created not just a buzz, has divided people out there in the cricketing community, and it's a decision which did have a a sizable impact, let's say, on how England were performing in that second innings, and that's to do with the dismissal of Zach Crawley. Now, if you saw what happened over there, that definitely raised a lot of eyebrows. Before I go ahead and talk about what exactly is happening over here, let's quickly try and remind you what exactly happened over there, and then we'll tell you what exactly is it that England are now thinking as far as the future course of action is concerned. Now, England was still left with about 205 odd runs, but Zach Crawley was easily the best batter that they had in the second innings, and it was when Kuldeep Yadav had come into bowl where there was a leg before this appeal, which was rather turned down by the on-field umpire Murray Rasmus. Now, Rohit Sharma as well took his time, and it was only in the dying seconds, let's say, of the 15-second allotment that you have, that he finally got convinced by Kuldeep Yadav and the wicketkeeper and went ahead with the DRS review. Now, what happened and what did the replays really show? Now, the replays clearly showed that the where the impact was, as far, and it was pretty much on the leg stump, and a little beyond the leg stump, one can say, where when you saw those images, to the naked eye, you're thinking, no way, that's going to be out. The ball's turning. It will definitely be turning. It could maximum be clipping. And remember, if it would have been, let's say, clipping, then the decision would have stayed, and Zach Crawley would have been adjudged not out. But to everyone's surprise, let's say, and it took a lot of people by surprise to how there were three reds over there, beg your pardon, and how is it that for something that to the naked eye was clearly would have been missing, or would have been clipping, let's say, gave you three reds, and that's what created a massive stir on social media. Now, after the match has gotten over, like I said, there was still 205 runs, but remember, England were looking very good, and they were in a position where things could have gone either way. Ben Stokes, now the English captain, has expressed his disappointment with the decision review system, or the DRS, and he said that it's not 100%. We all sort of know that, but are England really going ahead and appealing this decision? That's what we're here to tell you. Let's first tell you what exactly is it that he said, and then we'll tell you whether or not England have decided to go ahead and take this issue forward as a complaint, let's say. First, let me tell you what he had to say about the particular dismissal that we're talking about here. He went ahead and said, Ben Stokes, that everyone has an understanding of the reason. It can never be 100%, which is why we have the umpire's call. That's why it's in place. Now, when it's not 100%, as everyone says, I don't think it's unfair for someone to say, I think that the technology got it wrong on this occasion, and that's my personal opinion. So Ben Stokes saying very clearly, not mincing any words, and he says that it's only fair for him to feel so, because technology is not 100%, and he felt that the technology got it wrong as far as this particular occasion is concerned. He further goes ahead and says that it's a game of it's a game which was full of ifs and buts, and he's not going to say that that's the reason why we haven't got the result we wanted. I'm just saying that my personal opinion is that the technology has gone wrong on this particular occasion. Words of Ben Stokes, the England captain, saying that in his personal opinion, technology did definitely get it wrong as far as this particular instance is concerned. Now, are England looking to escalate the complaint? This is something that Ben Stokes also threw light upon. Now, he said that you really can't do much when things with such things that have been and gone, and the decision has been made, and that you can't really overturn the decision that's been made. This is where I stand on that. So they're not really looking at escalating the matter as things stand. What's gone is gone. What's happened is happened. It's technology. It's not 100%, is what Ben Stokes says. So they maybe not be escalating the issue as things stand right now. But the England captain clearly not happy with that call going against England. But he has been gracious enough to say that that we're not going to pin it on that particular decision that it changed the course of the game. Like I said, there were still 205 odd runs for England to get from that point on as well. But who knows, had that decision not gone India's way, maybe things could have been different. And yes, what Ben Stokes says is true indeed. It is not 100%, and if you were to see that to the naked eye, real time also, if you see the replays as well, it's sort of baffling that and as Shreyans Pudipeti also says that it did look not out to him. Yes, Ranch, to me as well, it did look not out. Well, that's what I'm saying. There are those who think and say that no, you got to trust the technology, no, you got to believe the DRS. But let's be reminded, as Ben Stokes says, it's not 100%, and we know that. And to the naked eye of, let's say, whatever cricket that I've seen, I can tell you that it was one of those contentious calls, and one could be, let's say, reminded of that Ajmal Sachin Tendulkar instance going back to the 2011 World Cup as well, and a couple of those decisions, let's say, which the Indian team didn't like the last time around that they went to South Africa. And let's not remind ourselves of what happened at the Super Sport Park in 2018. So yes, all of these things have happened with regards to the DRS things not going exactly the way as you expect them to always with the DRS. And that's what happened in this particular instance as well. So those were the words, that was the reaction from the English camp on that particular incident. Thank you so much for joining us for this quick update. We'll ensure that you know everything with regards to this particular series, and that you don't miss any update as far as the India England series is concerned. You know what to do. Subscribe, tap that